Welcome back to another episode of Underground Talent Interviews with the Rebel Star. And now, this time, I'm interviewing an artist I found on Instagram. I met him in a group chat filled with underground artists and talent. Well, I'm gonna cut it short. It's underground talent, basically. It's underground talent, but he's an artist, so it's it's gonna be like any other interview I had. It's gonna be like any other interview. But I got a little something coming for y'all soon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I got a little Q&A video coming up, and if y'all ain't ask me no questions while I sent out my poll 4 questions, then I don't know what to tell you because I'm almost done with gathering questions. It's gonna be a lengthy video. But I want to talk before the guest gets here. I want to talk about the underground talent. Like, is it so hard for support these days to like get support these days? Because if it is, it's a problem. Because the underground is all about support, right? It's all about support. Then how come nobody supports when they send out they post, but when another person does it, it's all cool and whatnot. Y'all support them, but they don't support you back. Like, it's bogus as hell to me that people ask for support, but they don't give it in return. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid as hell because why support one person and if they don't support you back? Like, it's retarded to me. Well, I can't use that word because that I don't want YouTube assassins at my doorstep. I don't want them at my doorstep, bro. So I'm gonna just back off that word because I don't want YouTube assassins at my door and all that. So nah, I ain't gonna use that word no more because it's I know it's offensive and all that, but I'm not finna use that and throw that word and chuck that word out there because again, I don't want YouTube to snipe my account, bro. I don't want them to do that. I work too hard for this. I don't want them just Call of Duty Black Ops 3 sniping me, bro. So I'm gonna keep that to a minimum. I'm gonna keep that to a minimum. Because like every time I get on here, somebody complaining. It's always somebody complaining. And I gotta put up with the consequences, not them. Not them. I do. But I'm waiting for the guest to come through. I sent him the link. He should be coming through shortly. Meanwhile, he got his hair did. And I'm getting but good news everybody. I'm also getting into streaming. Like, I'm also getting into streaming. I need the proper setup for it. Since I got Twitch now, I got Twitch, Kick, and Streamlabs. So I can use that to my advantage and whatnot. But the only problem is who the hell I'm gonna stream with is the question. Who am I gonna stream with? And yes, it is raining, so y'all excuse the rain and whatnot. It makes me want to go to sleep, to be honest, but I'm not gonna do that. I got two. I got two people to interview today, and I'm not finna go to sleep because even though this rain is baiting me to sleep, It's rage baiting me. I'm not gonna let it do that. I'm not letting it do that. I'm not gonna let the rain rage bait me out of that. Uh, it's good to let my head breathe now. And also, more content is on the way. More content is on the way. So y'all bear with me. It's gonna be a cool little breeze. A cool little breeze. I ain't dropped no video in a while, so I need to stop being so damn lazy about that part and get to it, cause unemployment epidemic. Jay, no pussy getting epidemic. Now shut the hell up. I had to say it one good time. Oh great, now it's raining harder. Oh come on. It's like it's rage, but it's like it's baiting me to go to sleep, bro. The weather is baiting me to go to sleep. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing it. No. A coffee enema. What the hell is that? What is a coffee enema? I don't know nothing about coffee. I don't know nothing about that. What is a coffee enema? Like that? I don't know what that is. Coffee in the back. Yeah, you're sick. You're sick. Yeah, you sick. You sick. Like that is why would you do that? Like why? Just why? Give me out of all the things in the world, you choose to do that. What is wrong with you? You need some help badly. That is very very stupid of you to do. Very stupid. Like why would you do that? Like that is beyond me. Like what in the that is wild, bro. That is wild. That is crazy. Why would you do that? Why did you do that? You gotta be a sick individual to do that. Very sick. It is sick as hell to me. Like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, that is barbaric. That was real barbaric, bro. That was real barbaric. Real fucking barbaric. Why would you say anything like that, bro? God bless. Yeah, he's gonna need. I'm gonna need this one for that live for this live because a lot of sick activities are going on in this one. Dealing with that right there. Why? Just why? You sick bastards. Whoever. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way that you need help. Whoever that person was, they need help. Seriously. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I can't. I can't deal. I can't deal. Cause that right there is why no. Speaking of this, mm, mm, mm. It's too early in the week. The week just started. Like ain't no way in here. Here we go. Karb. Give me that. Get that.
What's good, gang? How you been?
What's going on? Tell them your name and where you from.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Karb0n. We from Florida, 305 Miami. Y'all already know the deal.
Hell, it's the Dade County boys.
Yes, sir.
And what made you get into being an underground artist?
If you want me to be realistic, it was the underground is always trying to find a new sound, and it brings me a lot of the same vibes as like the punk scene, because I come from the punk scene. I play bass, I play guitar, saxophone, all that. And so I just like the uniqueness and like its own like swag and style.
And you got into the underground because they were trying to find a new sound. And,
It's just
and
always experimental, and I love when people try new things.
well, experiments can lead to two things: a good thing and a bad thing. So let's just hope it's a good thing because the underground scene is more has more criticism than the
Mm-hmm.
mainstream does. So
Mm-hmm. That is
whatever
that is
whatever
real
you
true.
do,
I ain't gonna front.
like whatever you do, whether good or bad, they gonna criticize you about it. So it's like you gotta watch what you do in the
Yeah.
underground scene.
Mm-hmm. They watching every little move. They just waiting for you to fuck up.
And what inspired you to make music?
I've always been into music since a little kid. My mama bumping that R&B. You know, you gotta get ready to clean.
That's on Sunday mornings.
Oh God. So yeah, it's just been that. Just has always been around me. It's been a part of my life since I was a kid.
And And did any artist inspire you to make music, or you just went in there and just went in and said, "Fuck it, I'm just."
So actually, it was my brother. He's a rapper. His name is he goes by Bafa, Bafa. He basically forced me to sit in the studio with him for like 2 days and start recording, and it went from there.
Well, lucky he didn't torture you.
Man,
And then going in the studio, sit right here in the stool, watch me work.
what? No, he put me right behind the microphone.
And so he basically got you, forced you to get into the music scene.
Yeah, basically into the rap scene because I was more so like rock, singing and playing guitar, and then he showed me the other side. He's like, bro, it's not just piano because when I think rap, I think like, I mean, no diss to my nigga Polo G, but like them generic ass beats and shit like that. So when I started hearing these crazy 808s and these new types of drum kits that people be using, it's not what I'm used to hearing like on radio. That shit caught my eye, caught my attention.
So you got, so out of all the instruments, what would you play the most?
Bass guitar. Oh God.
And bass guitar has, I forgot what it had. But what does the bass guitar like?
It's literally just basically is it's your 808s in the band basically.
So you'll use an actual one or the ones on the that's already in there, like for example, Band Lab. They got all the instruments in there.
I usually like I take it and I'll just tweak it to my liking, to whatever they have on there.
So you just take the preset and tweak it up a little bit.
Um, in my opinion, if anyone is trying to like become a rapper and find their own sound, find a preset that you like, but don't just leave it how you got it. Tweak it, mess with the EQ, mess with the reverbs, mess with the flangers.
And how do you feel about criticism in the underground scene?
Uh, in my opinion, any criticism, as long as you're getting criticism in general, you're doing the right thing because that means people are paying attention to what you're doing.
Like the audience and whatnot, like
Hmm.
because
As long
crit-
as you're not doing no outlandish shit, like and criticisms, a lot of a lot of people in the underground can't take criticism. That's the main thing.
and why do you think they can't take criticism? Sitting like,
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people can't step out of their own shoes. Like how people be like, "Yo, this song's hard." They show it to their homie, and their homie's like, "Ah." You like, nah, you tripping, nigga. That shit was hard, bro. It's like it's not for everyone. And you just gotta understand that. And finding your audience is key.
what are, in your point of view, what are the ups and downs of being an underground artist?
Um, the ups. There's a lot of ups. I mean, I enjoy it. This is a hobby of mine. I'm not really in it for like blowing up. I just do it to do it. But there's a lot of weirdos in here. There's a lot of weirdos in the underground. Too many weirdos,
Weirdos such as
bro. People be diddling. All right, people be diddling.
the diddler strikes again.
Oh God, niggas be diddling, bro. They should be
Like,
frying.
I understand it's some good people in the underground world, but the bad people. Let's talk about the bad people in the underground world, like the creeps and whatnot. Like it's a 50-50 thing with the underground world because you
I
got the
really say it's more like a 70-30.
it's like you got some people that do that cool and whatnot, and you got the people that like sick in the head,
Yes, bro. Literally.
like on some EDP 445 type shit. Like they go after they go after underage me out and they don't want
Yeah, bro. Like there's this one chick. Um, she goes by Evil Drink, and I was finna work with her until I found out she got a fucking. She basically hooked up her homie who's like 20 with a fucking 14-year-old.
Lock his ass up. Lock his
Lock
ass
them both up. What
You go
you?
on to jail. You go on to jail. Like that's sick, man. Like that's sick. You 20 and you messing with a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
What in the absolute hell is wrong with these people?
And then the chick is like, "Oh, I'm gonna put them on anyways," knowing that both their ages. And she didn't even tell. She didn't even tell the other chick his real age.
So she basically set him up.
Yeah.
Oh no, she dirty. That's some dirty ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's some dirty ass shit. Like, why would
Well,
you?
it was kind. It was no. She set the 14-year-old up because the nigga knew how old she was, but the chick didn't know how old the nigga was.
Gonna be on Chris Hansen somewhere. Goddamn
Um,
Gideon or something like that. Predator Busters. Goddamn it.
man,
Like,
what? Oh God.
and like, what is your advice to all the up and coming, well, all the underground talent, whether they producers or artists?
As long as you enjoy what you're doing, and every time you listen to your shit, you like this is harder than the last one, and you see yourself improving. Keep doing that shit. If you hear people saying, "Nah, stop that shit," it's not gonna work. Tune them out, bro. Because at the end of the day, you don't know until you know. You do not know until you know. I mean, to be fair, I've been doing this fucking rapping shit for 4 years, and within the past like 3 months now, I'm working with artists that I listen to. I got producers hitting me up. It's actually becoming a real thing. I got a show in Oklahoma. I got to go to Cali for a studio session. So it's just like you never know what your true outcome could be, bro. So if someone tells you to stop, don't stop. Keep going. You never know how far you're gonna make it with this shit.
And how do you feel about like the underground scene versus the mainstream?
That's a great question, actually. So I community wise, if you have like a great fan base, underground is definitely way better because they so die hard for you and they really willing to ride for you. Whereas with mainstream, mainstream is everyone knows you, so they kind of just rub. Oh, that's just him. Or I
Like,
feel like when you underground, it's like it's more of like a true interaction with your fans and your people.
and do you see most underground artists sinking or rising? Like, when it comes to putting in work, if they,
We'll
put
be
in.
real, sinking, and the only reason why I say that is because we have too many niggas oversaturating the underground scene, trying to sound like every other underground rapper. You got the niggas trying to sound like Cardi. You got the niggas trying to sound like Yeet. You got the niggas trying to sound like Bully Mom.
And they all came from the underground.
Mm-hmm.
I look at them now, like where I'm making rage music and whatnot. And how do you feel about the underground scene bleeding into the mainstream? Like,
I love it. I love it because at the end of the whole reason why the underground scene kind of became something in the first place is because the punk scene was bleeding into the rap. That's when, and then Cardi kind of brought that shit to the mainstream with the whole I am music, a whole lot of red. But like, it's just the way I see it. It's like appreciating other cultures is the same way as that.
and hip and the punk scene bled with that was Lil Wayne. And
Yeah, that was
he,
Lil Wayne.
he listens to rock music too, as much as he like makes rap music. He listens to
Mhm.
rock and roll and rock music and whatnot.
A lot
I
of
don't
people
how
forget he had his own guitar solo when he performed Lollipop.
I don't know how much of a diehard fan, punk rock fan he is, but I heard a few songs with him and it had a bass guitar in it and whatnot. Like he was like 2009, 2010. He was experimenting with that sound right there,
Yep.
and he still works with that sound to this day.
Here's a little fun fact for y'all. A lot of people don't know this, but punk rock was actually created by a black band from Detroit. It was called Death. It was called Death, and they tried to. It's crazy because they're now starting to get their recognition, but they are the pioneers of punk. Like they made punk rock music before punk was even called punk.
You get then you got bands like the Grateful Dead and whatnot, Nirvana, AC/DC.
Yeah,
Like they all came from that side too. But the Grateful Dead, they are being celebrated more and having more exposure because the fans, not only the fans, they came out with some shoes for them. So
yeah, they did come out with the Grateful Dead dunks on God.
like the Grateful Dead dunks, they got the yellow bear. I think the yellow bear is what I seen. That's one of them.
Yeah, they had the orange, yellow, and green ones, right?
Yeah, I think it was them three. The yellow ones, I get the yellow pair.
Oh, the
Why
one with the blue swoosh, right? It has like the blue outline on the swoosh.
not the yellow pair? Got that silver.
Oh, I know what shoes you're talking about. I know what shoes you're talking about. Them was hard. I want the Dinosaur Junior dunks. I don't know if you know the band Dinosaur Junior. They're from like the '70s,
I
but
want
they had a
what,
collab with Nike in like 2008 for a pair of dunks. Them bitches so clean.
but you can see everybody else doing that in the future though. But as support, like, how do you feel about underground artists not like showing support and they show support, like the ones that do versus the ones that don't? Like, how do you feel about that part?
So a lot of relationships, like friendships and all that shit, like meeting people, producers, artists, for the most part in the underground scene, they see it as nothing as transactional. A lot of people in the underground have this like egotistical view of themselves. It's like I'm a better rapper than you, so you should pay me for all of this and this and this. And then there's a small select few at the same time of actual genuine artists who are like, yo, shit's hard, bro. We gotta work. Like, I got my homie Kuzik. That's the whole reason why I'm going to Cali. He's like, bro, I fuck with your shit, bro. If you plan a trip to Cali, let me know, bro. We go to the studio for like a week. I was like, say that. And but it's it's weird. It's real weird in the underground. Cause it's just like real life, you know. It's a lot of bad people, but there's a select few that are actually, kind hearted people.
And the ones that don't support, what is the message to them? Like,
Get your head out your ass, bro. You like you blocking blessings at this point. You never know. Someone might hit you up because they think you hard, and you tell them, nah, nigga, you gotta pay me. Next thing you know, that nigga's next song he dropped, that shit got 150,000 plays, and you still stuck here at 200.
like the ones that's egotistical, I would say they are insecure
Facts.
because they think they better than everybody and they above everybody. So, but how do they think like that and they still doing the same thing as the next person? Like,
Hmm.
still trying to claw their way up and whatnot. Still trying to balance and trying to get all this together, but they acting like they better than this person. Like
Yeah.
that that is very egomaniacal I say very egomaniacal, and it shows insecurity because nobody is better than the next person. Like, how can you be better than the next person and you doing the same thing they doing? Like, you
Even
still
when you up, bro. That's another thing. Being the best, the a lot of people don't understand is being the best is subjective. You're not gonna appease everyone with your music, and I feel like a lot of people find that hard to actually like understand. Because when someone says, it's not my type of music," nah, you don't know what you talking about, bro. You don't even do this music shit for real. You don't even know what you talking about. That's how they get.
they get all mad and riled up. Like, you can't get mad at somebody else's opinion. That's their opinion about how they feel. You can't get mad at that. But the ones for the people ones that don't, don't charge nobody for a feature and whatnot, I say stay, for them, I say keep doing what you're doing and you will prosper because people you can sit and like when you're an underground artist, you gotta find that audience
Hmm.
and that sound that fits you. So the underground scene has so much talent compared to the mainstream. Like even the mainstream artists are tapping into the underground scene. Like,
Exactly. Young Thug, Uzi, all these niggas. I mean, to be fair, they was underground at one point too.
well, that's because Uzi, Playboy Cardi, they rule under the 2016 sound
Hmm.
catalog.
They the pioneers of the underground, pretty much.
Like Denzel Curry, Trippy Red, all them fit under
Hmm.
the 2016 SoundCloud category.
Bro.
Juice World, X, Ski Master, Slump God,
Yeah, and then X really brought that rock shit.
because he listened to rock as a kid, and it
Mhm.
shows. But all it shows. But all of them, they inspire so many people to be in the underground scene.
Mhm.
Now you got the new generation like Nine Vicious and all that, King Carson, them fucking freaks. The new generation of SoundCloud rappers and the ones that still making a name for themselves, they count as the new generation too.
Mhm.
They count as the new gen. But but like I said, you got even the mainstream rappers tapping into the underground scene because they see the talent that's there. Like, for example, Kendrick Lamar's GNX album. That tape is full of underground artists from LA.
Mhm.
Like, he wanted to put on the underground artists. If a mainstream artist can do something like he did, now that'd be just fine because even the underground need a platform and a voice to to express themselves on and make mute and keep and get their music and
Mhm.
and then the revenue and the money come in and whatnot. But
What little baby say? I just need the platform.
but like I said, if a mainstream artist other than Kendrick Lamar can do that, that'd be nice
That'd be insane.
because all the underground artists need exposure. Like,
Even more than just mainstream artists. I mean, the underground's getting recognition from like NBA players, NFL players. The chick who just won the gold medal for figure skating, she's fucking with a hyper pop underground artist. She's fucking with Glaive.
you seeing a lot of underground artists more than mainstreamers,
Hmm. The underground is becoming the new mainstream.
just less selfish and whatnot.
Hmm.
But you got some underground artists that turn mainstream and act like these people don't know they exist, and then they act like the people they used to work with they don't know they exist and whatnot. They get new people and
1900 Rugrat. That's the same nigga who I heard. Man, I ain't never going. y'all white boys be rapping bullshit, be rapping with that auto tune and shit. Next song I heard from that nigga, he was using auto tune.
Auto tune been quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
But who started it? T Pain
T
did.
Pain.
Tallahassee. That's what the T stand for in his name, Tallahassee. Cause he from
Bro.
because he from Florida. He just from Tallahassee, Florida,
Yeah.
and
But Tallahassee low key lit. I ain't going front.
he made auto tune popular and what it is now. Other than Future, Future uses it a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody knows that T Pain started
Yes.
rappers started with rappers using auto tune.
Facts, bro. Damn, T
But
Pain really a goat for real. He got so many bangers. Him and Akon, bro.
but if we gonna be real, Roger Troutman, you had to he was the real inventor of auto tune because he used to have a little voice box.
Yeah.
He had the little voice box that made him sound like a robot and whatnot. So that's where auto tune came from. So every time you hear an artist use auto tune, thank Roger Troutman.
Yes, sir.
But T Pain made it popular than it was back then compared to now. Because back then nobody knew what auto tune was until the 2000s.
Yeah.
And T Pain just used auto tune and he ran off and he been using it ever since. Now Future used to use auto tune. Every artist in the 2000s used auto tune. Wayne did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Ti did, but I know Wayne did for sure.
I know
But
T.I. has a couple songs where he used it, but he wasn't really like on that for real.
out of South uses natural. We don't play that auto tunes,
Yeah.
but you got a lot of people out there that starting to use auto tune. They don't know how to use it like that because it'll sound off.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't even understand with auto tune. You got to use Melodyne as well, bro.
But would you get into any other thing other than music, like streaming and whatnot, making content?
Yeah. I really want to get into making jewelry. I feel like that would be hard.
Gotta go. I think you gotta take a class for that. I think like Johnny Dang and Jacob the Jeweler. I think they
Yeah.
I think they went to school for like making jewelry and whatnot. But Johnny Dang was born into doing that because he used to do that when he was a kid. So he did that. Jacob the Jeweler, he will finesse you. I'm not gonna lie, he will.
Yeah, that nigga J.
Jacob Jacob the Jeweler will finesse the fuck out of you.
Nah, you know who really finessed the fuck out of everyone? Frank Mueller. Yeah, I remember when everyone was talking about, oh, I got a Frank Mueller watch.
Uh,
Yo, he
well, he was one of the two finesses. Jacob the Jeweler is the second.
the
Johnny Dang is a third. Icebox is a fourth.
icebox, bro. Fucking icebox.
You going to Atlanta. You going into the Falcons nest for Icebox.
Yeah.
But you got any questions before I end the interview?
What got you into this?
What got me into like interviewing underground people?
Just as a whole, just content creating.
Well, I always had a little personality for it, so I said, why the fuck not? But I really got dragged into it because my boy was doing YouTube. I said, he told me, like, why don't you try YouTube out?
Basically, my situation just with YouTube.
Like he got me into doing YouTube, and I've been like this ever since. I've been doing YouTube for about a year. I got into it like 20,
Yeah. So
so
about to be 2 years soon.
so it's about to be 2 years. But I was like, I've been getting the other things too, like Twitch and Discord and Reddit. Even though people don't use Reddit like that, I got into Reddit. You know, because I use that to build up my audience and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and it helps out a bunch. It helps out a bunch, and I also got into Kick. I got into that also. I don't know. I'm still working with the Kinks on Kick, but since it's a good, since I seen famous people use it, like Jack Doherty, even though
Yeah.
he's an idiot and he's damn near wiped off the face of the content.
Yeah.
He used to use Kick and he got banned off the shit. I like all these famous streamers, they use Kick and Twitch and whatnot. So I said, fuck it, why not me
Why
get it?
not?
Right? Why not let me take a stab at it? But I got put on the Twitch by somebody I met on Facebook. He said, "Why don't you download Twitch and Twitch, Kick and Stream Labs, and and the rest goes on from here."
Bro.
But I got into that, and it's been like that ever since. But I'm also like hosting a underground Super Bowl, like
Like
a like the underground Super Bowl is basically like the NFL, but it's for underground talent and whatnot.
mm,
So it's like I'm still gathering artists up for that and whatnot. I'm actually like hosting it with somebody from Skull and Bones. His name is Punch. I came to him about that idea and he said, well, let's do it. You
so
got
kind
it.
of like how they just did the underground basketball game.
It's something like that, but the underground Super Bowl is like it's basically like football, but for underground talent. Like each day each day people compete and whatnot to see who gonna take that number one spot for the Super Bowl and win.
Mm. So it'll kind of be like a Song Wars tournament.
And it's basically a Song Wars tournament, but with teams and whatnot.
Mm. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. You might have cooked there with the teams.
But in order to participate in that, you gotta have Discord because because they it's gonna be streamed on Discord and Twitch.
Yeah.
So you gotta have Discord in order to join. But if you do have Discord, you can just DM me after this interview
Yeah, I DM you.
and I can just add you into the group chat and whatnot because that is
Shit.
all they all gathering on Instagram, and when it's like full and whatnot, it'll start and it's gonna be on Discord. So in order to well, I'm gonna send a link out in the group chat, the server link for it, so that way everybody can get in there and we can start it off.
Bro, that shit would be hard as hell.
There's some artists in there right now. You just gotta send your info to either me or Punch, cause so you can be put on the list because
Say that.
Punch has the list for the people that's in the Super Bowl.
Say that.
But I'm finna end this one.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me, gang.
Anytime.
Have a good one, bro.
For all y'all trolls out there, y'all that ain't gonna work on me. I already know y'all look game. I already know y'all look game anyway. So ain't no point in just trying to troll and rage bait. But this was another successful episode of Underground Talent Interviews with the Rebel Star. I hope y'all have a fantastic Monday and a fantastic week. This is the Rebel Star signing out. Thank y'all for tuning in.